Ethiopian news from Tigray, Amhara, and Oromia regions, alarming developments, ethnic violence unfolding. Who is perpetrating the ethnic violence? Is government behind it? Four incidents which happened in the last few days, pointing towards a dangerous escalation. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. Good to be with you. I'll try to host this week's second live chat after a few hours, but in Pakistan, internet quality these days is not good. Internet speed has been slowed down. Several areas in Pakistan have been hit by dangerous floods, and tonight the city where I live could also be targeted by a dangerous flood. That is why I might not be able to host a live chat tonight. If I can manage a live chat, if internet speed is okay, I'll contact you. I'll let you know in advance. Before having a look at the four dangerous incidents I mentioned, let me just speak a little about what happened in Axom today, where religious elders, TPLF politicians, Tigray government officials attended a religious program there in Axom city. The Bretzian was seen there. Tadase was there too. Sarake Birhan Orthodox Church Bishop was there too. Monjurino was seen as well. Tadase they delivered a speech there, and the man again called for dialogue. Whenever he speaks, he calls for dialogue, he calls for reconciliation, he calls for engagement, he calls for talks. But basically, he monitors and leads actions which are in some cases creating divisions. I did a video on what is happening in southern Tigray. Southern Tigray has been split now, it seems. Tadase, where the government and TPLF, they have managed to form a pro-TPLF group in southern Tigray. Polarization will, I think, deepen in southern Tigray. Where they said during a speech in Axom that the issue in southern Tigray has been solved through negotiations with elders, with leaders, officials. The issue has been solved. Since Zenabu Gebre Madan has assumed charge, that is why they believe the issue has been solved. Since Varade and TPLF have managed to prop up a group supportive of TPLF and military there, he thinks issue has been solved. Issue has not been solved, by the way. Coming days are very crucial. Now, so what is happening in Oromia, Amhara border? Fano fighters, Amhara Fano fighters from the Amhara region and from Oromia are now involved in several deadly attacks. Firstly, yesterday, Fano officially confirmed that it carried out an attack in the Oromia region of Ethiopia, East Shoa zone of the Oromia region. Amhara Fano of the Amhara region, it carried out attack, not the Fanos operating in Oromia, but Fano fighters from the Amhara region. They entered East Shoa zone of the Oromia region, and for several hours fighting went on there, according to Amhara Fano fighters. The attack was carried out in Gimbicho, Wareda, in East Shoa zone of Oromia, and Fano fighters claim they inflicted heavy losses on the military, on government forces in Gimbicho. East Shoa Zone, Oromia. Then yesterday, some Oromia region-based news sources reported that Amhara Fano fighters carried out a deadly attack in Homa Galisa village, situated in Abedangoro, Wareda, Horo, Gadoro, Valega. Uh, Allegedly, Oromo local population was targeted, and over two dozen casualties are being claimed. Oromo sources are claiming 2 dozen people, over 2 dozen were killed in this deadly attack. 2 days ago, Amhara Oromo Liberation Army issued a statement accusing Vallaga Fano of carrying out attacks against Oromos in Vallaga. Ola called Vallaga Fano an Ethiopian government-backed conspiracy to incite Oromo Amhara violence. Fourthly, Oromo Somali violence. I spoke in detail about that in last night's live chat. Government-backed restructuring in the Somali region has led to clashes between Oromos and Somalis. And 2 days ago, in East Borana zone, clashes erupted between Oromos and Somalis, locals, several casualties being confirmed on the two sides of the border. So, Amhara Oromia violence. Oromo Amhara violence gradually unfolding and spreading. Fanos of the Amhara region, they don't disassociate themselves from the Fanos of Valaga, Fanos of other parts of the Oromia region. Oromo Liberation Army, while it is in contact with Fano fighters, I don't think it will allow large-scale Fano presence in the Oromia region. Government trying its best to pit these Amhara armed groups against Ola, or Ola against Amhara armed groups. Dangerous games are being played by Ethiopian government, Ethiopian intelligence agency. There'll be no peace, by the way, in Ethiopia until the next election. I've been saying that for days. People accuse me of being anti-prosperity party, anti-Ethiopian PM, but I am backing my analysis with the developments on the ground. Suddenly, we are seeing a flare-up in ethnic violence in Ethiopia. Oromos are being shown as if they're the victims. Why are they being shown as if they're victims? Because the government wants to terrorize Oromos that you're in danger. You could be killed. You could be decimated. That is why unite, support Prosperity Party. Only PP can save you. This is what I said in last night's live chat, and more now incidents are happening, confirming the analysis which I shared with you. What is needed is condemnation of all attacks, all ethnicity-based attacks must be condemned. These armed groups should publicly denounce these attacks and publicly announce what they are doing behind closed doors. Have they formed an alliance? Have they ceased fighting? I think publicly it's difficult for them to admit that they are working to join hands. But if they publicly announce that they have formed an alliance, government will find it difficult to uh, incite Oromo Amhara violence. I think that Oromo Liberation Army and Fano groups should hold dialogue, and they should announce to the people publicly what they have achieved so far. They have been in touch since last year. They made some progress, but they're afraid. They don't want to admit that they are in contact. They're afraid of the people. That is why they just, on the one hand, they condemn attacks on their ethnic groups. On the other hand, behind closed doors, they are involved in negotiations. Thank you for watching.